The Gingerbread Girl by Lisa Campbell Ernst. The Gingerbread Girl. You may remember the sad story of the gingerbread boy. He ran away from the lonely old woman who begged him, as well as many other hungry characters. His desperate life was ended in one greedy gulp by a sly fox, pretending to help him cross the river. This is the story of his younger, wiser sister. A full year had passed since the lonely old woman and the lonely old man had lost their gingerbread boy to the devious fox. They were even lonelier than before. "Let's bake again," suggested the old man one morning. "But what if the same thing happens?" cried the old woman. "I couldn't bear the loss. Let's make a girl this time and decorate her with candies." "Surely a sweet little girl wouldn't run away," answered the man. So they mixed it up, the dough, rolled it, and cut it out. They dressed it with as many candies as they could fit of mentioned whips. "She's so sweet," gasped the woman as she slipped the cookie sheet into the oven. While the lonely old woman and the lonely old man stood watched by the oven, they talked, remembering the gingerbread boy's short life. As the new cookie baked, her mind woke up and she heard everything. Sweet or not, she thought, things will be different this time. When it's time for the cookie to be done, the old woman carefully, ever so carefully, cracked open the oven door to peek. Bam! Out jumped the gingerbread cookie, running toward the door. The lonely old woman screamed, "Stop, stop!" And the lonely old man came running, but the cookie was already out the door and headed down the same path that her brother had traveled. "Here we go," whispered the gingerbread girl. The man and the woman chased after her, but she sang, "I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." She came to a group of farmers running in the field, working in the fields. The farmers of fresh baked gingerbread caught these sentences. "Wait!" the hungry the farmers shouted and began to run after the gingerbread girl. She laughed and called, "Hey farmers, don't bother like this. Run all you want, but I learned from his past. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Further down the road, a pig came into view. As the gingerbread girl grew closer, her candy sparkled into the sunlight. The pig squealed with joy and tried to take a bite, but the gingerbread girl was too fast. She leaped over him, singing, "I can leap past Piggy. Like all the others, the story will not end like that, my brothers. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." On down the path, she came upon an artist, "A masterpiece, good enough to eat," the artist whispered, and reached out to scoop the gingerbread girl. When his fancy face went fate work. The gingerbread girl zipped past laughing. I can outrun this artist like I outrun the pig. I am one smart cookie, despite this wild wig. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl. Further along, the gingerbread girl passed a cow with her calf, who mooed happily, "Mama, I want a cookie to go with my milk." But when the cow tried to catch the gingerbread girl, she soon found herself running behind, listening to the gingerbread girl Chase, call, "Chase if you want, I'm faster than you, although you have 4 feet and I'm lonely too. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl." Up ahead, a dog walker was crossing the path with 3 dogs. The dogs barked happily, seeing a tasty treat headed their way. But as the gingerbread girl sped past, the group was chasing his lane with the others prancing. "You're join the chase, the more the merrier, but no one can stop me, not hound, not terrier. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl." Now, the path went right past the school. The children were out for recess and feeling quite hungry. Shouts of "cookie" were heard across the playground. The gingerbread girl waved to them all as they joined the chase with with their teachers, and she sang, "I know it's snack time and you want a sweet. Come follow along and you'll soon have a treat. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl." Finally, the gingerbread girl came to the same river her brother had tried to cross. Who should be waiting for her but that same devious fox? "Hello, my pretty," grinned the fox. "I was a friend of your brother's. It looks like trouble runs in the family. Do you let me help you cross the river? Just jump on my tail." The gingerbread girl shimmered, then sang as nearly as went. "Do you have your promise for a safe ride to shore? You won't drop me or eat me, that's all I implore." The fox chuckled. "I promise, my sweet little tidbit." And the gingerbread girl gently climbed onto the fox's tail. The instant the gingerbread girl climbed on the fox, he dove in the water, ready for a fabulous feast. "Ooh, the water's so deep. Now move to my back," he whispered, thinking this use under was even shunner than as as for Lee. The gingerbread girl said what she was not. That's a good little girl," the fox said with a snicker. "Oh my, the water is deeper. Now move to my head." So the children had no sooner had they spoken these words, so the gingerbread girl leaped onto his head, pulling off a strand of her own leathery licorice hair. With a smooth head, he tripped it around. He tripled it around the fox's snout and tied it off with a half-inch knot. "You're right," she whispered into the fox's ear. "I am good." The fox snarled and struggled and strained, thrashing about, but the gingerbread girl hung on, the morning leaning back toward she swim, riding the fox like a licking brown. The gingerbread girl shoveled past within. "He'll run and he'll run with a leap and a twirl. Come follow me, I'm the gingerbread girl." The awestruck crowd followed all the way back to the lonely old woman and the lonely old man's house. The gingerbread girl rode into the kitchen. Sakir the fox jumped on the table and she measured and mixed with a leap and a twirl, singing, "I'll bake you some more. I'm the gingerbread girl." The old woman and the old man bathed in having a hungry, happy, juicy, kissing house. From then, a moment, of course, they were never lonely again. And what of the fox? The gingerbread girl was able and as teach him some Mario's teaching. Gingerbread crumbles for treats. Mom days, most days you could see them rushing, riding across the countryside and hear a small voice drifting in the field. "We'll run and we'll run with a leap and a twirl. I El Fox, the fox. I'm the gingerbread girl." The end.